Scorpio, I missed y'all. I didn't miss y'all, but I missed y'all. The fondness. Slow down. What is this? Moderation. I just said slow down. Okay. You're sensitive about your shit. I get it. I get it. Individuality and pride. And the Aries. Okay, so this is a Mars thing. I shit you not. Aries got both of these cards. And then when I put cards back in the deck, I put them in separate places and I shuffle in between signs and let me put this on the bottom. And what is this? Environment. Your environment is like no other. Like with this pride card, you know what the fuck you know. You listen. I have Pluto Scorpio. It's a very matter of fact. It is what it is. Like you're not gonna mince what it is. So I do have, by the way of that transit, an intensity about me and a sense of danger when pushed and prodded in a particular direction that is other than truth. I am proud of my connection to this sign. Very much so. Because I carry it with a certain respect. And when it's disrespected, people don't know who and what they're disrespecting, right? So this pride is coming in through the crown chakra. And it fills your whole being because it is what you're standing on. Individuality. This gives you the foundation that it does. Unabashed, unafraid. Because some of the things that you have been through and some of the things that you have endured is a nightmare to others. And you've done it. And you've had to do certain things and get through certain bouts of your life that people would think is fucking made up or fake. The Scorpio reading just took a whole nother turn than the other readings today. But I want to tell you why people have been taking things lightly. Where this is such a deep hue related to the heart chakra. And it's more so related to the vibration of the heart chakra that you're using. This is what they've been tiptoeing in. It's very lighthearted. And it's but when you're serious about what you love and that's what you stand on, that's when it's not tolerated. And you're being asked to slow down because your individuality in this environment is not getting the support that it really needs. It's as if you're sitting here in these depths, because people are just scratching the surface. You're in these depths and you know how to stand in it, and you know how to be it, and you know how to do it, and you know how to show it, and you know how to, you're speaking what you do and what you know. And it's something about you doing that. They still don't get it because they're not in it. They don't have access to it. They really don't know how to give you the respect. And this does trigger the pride. You're being asked to use moderation because they don't deserve the girth of you. Those who have ears will hear. Now, underneath, we see spiritual partnership. And we also see rebirth. Oh, fuck. And spiritual career. I'm going to show you these three. And I show you these two because there's a progression. These are hitting root and sacral third eye and crown. So those who see you will see you. Those who hear you will hear you. Carry on, baby. Carry on. Carry on, right? Because understand, your energy is not for everyone. There's certain people who will naturally bring out the venom in you. And that leaves a negative moniker around who you are. Everybody knows what we're capable of when we're using Scorpio energy. I forgot I was a Virgo today. But spiritual partnership is where light minds are connected, where you will be naturally guided to or surrounded by people who are in support of you, because the purest, rawest, most unadulterated truth is Scorpio. It is. In its high vibration, it is. The truth proves itself. It defends itself. Let people keep, attaching the lies and doing little weird shit. Allow it. Why? Because you're not responsible for what they receive in the end, for going against that which is true. Allow the environment to be what it is. But the just how this is showing up to me, it's like being in a garden or being in a field of grass, and there's one part of the garden or one part of the vegetation that is just more lush and more fertile and more life bringing and giving, and this stuff is like astroturf. You keep, like, the way that you go through your rebirth, because I saw rebirth right here. You see it. You naturally, and this is what makes it's like you constantly shed those layers. You constantly shed that shit that no longer serves you. It runs its course, and just like our skin cells, it regenerates, and all of our organs over a period of time regenerates. Our blood, our brain, our skin, our taste buds, everything is anew after a while. So let the environment be aesthetically pleasant. Let it be. If that's what people are attracted to, let them be. But the raw, unadulterated truth and the passion of knowing who the fuck you are, that cannot be imitated. Let it ride. Shit. Moderation. With what specifically? Root chakra. Okay. You've been exercising that. Where you could, you haven't. You're stable. You have a sense of balance. You know when to do and when not to do. Like, your whole foundation has been intuitive anyway. You've had to, look at this, heart chakra on top of individuality. In your heart of hearts, you always know when to act and when not to. Once you start to advance through the levels and stages, like, you have such a keen understanding of people before they even understand that like, what the fuck, you have another heart chakra crystal right here on Pride. Because it's in the heart of you. It's in the heart of you, what you stand for and what you really stand on. And no one can take that from you. But it's also using that strength energy to subdue the ego when it's too proud. It's going to bite them in the ass. Because change, death, rebirth, transformation, transmutation, and transition is all your arena, baby. And this is something that they're, time and time again, hitting their heads against brick walls, because they can't understand, why me? Why am I going through this? Oh my God, dark night of the soul. Oh my God, this thing, that thing. And it's like, you have to go through this constantly. In the beginning, there's resistance, and a person with strong Scorpio energy really does not feel comfortable going through losses or transitions. And these transmutations are oh my god, it's like being mangled and being like really wrung to the brink. But after a while, it's like, oh man, eat this shit. It's like what I do on a everyday basis. You have to get as much help as you can get in order to even get through it. And it's like, damn. It's like your life could be like I said, it's like the makings of other people's nightmares, because they can't really fathom. The only card I see face up is Ace of Cups. They can't really fathom how you're built like this, how you can get through these types of things. And you'll naturally start to be put in a position to be around people whose foundation is built on that raw, unadulterated truth. You won't have to keep enduring the environment. Now, like I said, they're only hitting the tip of the iceberg. They're only on the outskirts of the energy, because it takes so much strength to get to those depths. You really have to have an endurance built up in order to really suffice with that Scorpio energy. I'm gonna show you something real quick. They will feel a sense of alienation. I'm going to show you. This could be people in your, legitimately your environment, your workplace, your home, neighborhood, friend groups, whatever it may be. There's gonna be a sense of alienation that they're starting to sense, like a thief in the night. Excuse me. Or they're like, damn, when Scorpio energy is not accounted for, you feel it. And you don't even know that you are sensing the void of what people would call a voided sign, or a sign that they avoid. They go searching for it, seeking it. They haven't felt it in a while. We have the star here. Fool in reverse. Death. Emperor. Come through, Mars. 9 of Cups. 5 of Swords. Page of Cups. They don't want to be on that side. The 5 of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles. I'm feeling 5 of Cups, but shit. I'm seeing 5 of Pentacles. I feel, because that would be another 5. We have 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. 5 of Cups is here. They don't want to feel that no more. They really don't. It's like your wrath is so silent and so powerful. It's like, I don't have to ask for your respect. I'm going to get it. And that's just it. How are you going to get it? There's no explanation. It's just, you're in it and you're like, damn, the fuck. This is what gets people to think that Scorpio does something to them, because they feel the absence of, and now they're having to face all of this that's left behind. If you hollow out this star, and it isn't there, all they have is the surface level shit. They really don't have any of the depth to connect to. This is a very important placement. No matter where you have Scorpio, you have a raw power about you that people gravitate towards. But the pride is just showing up so strong here, because the Death and the Emperor, it's like, I'm not one to be fooled with. You fooled me once, and that was enough, because there ain't no second chance to do so. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to prove by being the truth. Truth defends itself. You don't have to actually physically do a thing. It comes to see them. And you sit there, you mind your fucking business. but this is how they perceive. Like, this is, they know. I was just thinking about this and I didn't know what sign it was for. They know that if the way they did you, if it was done to them by, if you did what they did to you, the way that they would react and retaliate, that's what they're expecting. And it hasn't come. And they're puzzled. They're fucking bewildered. They don't know what you can take shit too far if you wanted to. That is the old you. That is the lower energy, the lower embodiment. So you be faced with people specifically. Let me go ahead and break it down. People who have played with you, have toyed with you, have betrayed your trust and stuff like that. The way that they expect you to react, that they're actually fearful of, is the way that they would react if it happened to them. They know how gutter or dirty or malicious they would get if these things happen to them, and what their retaliation would be. And so because you're not actually doing that, it makes them scared. Because it's like, okay, well, I know they're not going to not do nothing. I know that there's going to be retribution. I know there's something coming. There's something coming. And in that way, they just have this Freddy Krueger complex where they kind of manifest their worst nightmare. And it's other happenings based on the way that they have treated you or done towards you, or with the intent to harm, to hurt you in some way, not knowing that it ricochets off of this Plutonian energy. They really can't get through and cause harm. You have the star in the upright and you have the death card. They have Uranus, which is erratic and is unpredictable. But that's the thing. They're trying to predict your next move based on what they would do. And because you haven't done it, there's just lingering unknown. What the fuck? Like, what happens next? They really expect this retaliation, even to the point of trying to put sugar on top of the shit they gave you to try to, they're like, okay, let's not, let's, like, this is like putting LOL at the end of a sentence. This is like saying, I'm just joking after a insult, or trying to say one kind thing after a slew of negative ones. And you're just sitting. You're sitting as the Emperor, sitting with the death energy, sitting with the star energy. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands sitting here. Let's get into the other cards. Five of Cups. Face down. Ooh. Three of Pentacles. Shit. They're trying to figure out. They're replaying it in their own minds now. I know. I saw Five of Pentacles. I saw Five of Swords. I felt Five of Cups in this motherfucker. I felt it. They know they're not in your good graces, and they know that they're on the opposite side of truth. But while they were in this energy, they had others that they were more aligned with who felt the same. And they almost felt like, because it was a lot of them resounding the same type of energy, same type of message, that it was okay to do, because there was strength in numbers, when even the strength was unfounded because it was on something false. So now they're looking at what they really sacrificed and what they really lost in the name of being agreeable or bandwagoning, right? This Two of Cups here, which could have been a spiritual partnership, which really could have done a lot of good, where people could actually collaborate and come together and share ideas and expand a notion and really let truth reign, overall. That avenue is closed. Damn, Astro Queen, where you at, man? Oh, shit. Fuck. Scorpio. And what's this? Because after this card is the Ace of Cups. Ooh, Temperance. Got him. That's Sagittarian energy. When I say that you're no longer around, or you're no longer accessible, or they can feel the void, this is what I mean. This is an energy influenced by Scorpio. This is a Scorpio card. And it hurts to a certain extent. It hurts to feel that type of feeling. To just know that these folks sit around and do these types of things or discuss these types of things, and they really don't know the foundation. They really don't know how deep the love goes. They really don't know until it's too late, and they can't know. And there's Ten of Swords and Temperance. Now there's stuff to heal from, because it comes a time when they know not what they do is an excuse. Stop tiptoeing around shit and get to the core and get to the heart of it. Then you would feel me on a whole nother level. This Five of Swords energy and this Five of Pentacles energy is in direct relation to the Five of Cups. So while they'll tiptoe around these energies and use them for their benefit, when it's used and they have to feel it, they don't know how to handle it. But you're sitting here with the Ace of Cups. Like, that's that. Once you kill it in your mind, once you kill it in your heart, once you kill it in your spirit, and don't put any energy towards it, there is balance. Why? Because you transmute. Point blank, period. Three of Cups. These cups could have been standing. It could have been collaborative efforts, right? It really could have been something that would have expanded this situation or expanded for the better. And I really feel like that's what was spilled when it became negative, and when it started to turn into ganging up or siding with a unpopular, a popular falsehood versus an unpopular truth. So, fuck. Nine of Swords. It is tearing their ass up. Tearing their asses up. You have moderation. That's a 14. Literally a 14, right? But 1 plus 4 is 5. That is, Taurus is your opposite, and it has a 5 vibration. You have access to this shit. In your lower nature, in the base, primordial, unevolved nature of Scorpio, it is a lot of this difficulty already. Like I said, the shit you've already been through is a nightmare to others. So when they feel that they're healed, when they feel like they're in a good spot, and they feel like, oh, I can dabble and I can play and I can I'm just having fun, they don't understand the harm it's doing. So now when you take it serious because you take pride in your shit and what you love and what you stand for, they can't handle what they've dished. So now it's like the outreach to get closer to you, to apologize, to reinvigorate a connection or being around you, it becomes far more desperate because they cannot handle the mental turmoil, the nightmares, the sleepless nights. There's a lot of guilt here. There is a lot of guilt. Over here, underneath the pride and your heart and your core, like you have the I'm gonna just show you one more time. You have moderation with the heart, with the root chakra, and I said slow down, right? And then the moderation card came out. Good, you did that. You have individuality here with your heart. Your heart is what makes you unique in the way that you express it, the way that you love, even if no one else can get that deep with you. Surface level connections, and they took it as a joke, when really if you love someone or if you fuck with somebody or you support someone, you do so with the girth of you, with the depth of you. And so what could have been a spiritual partnership, it wasn't meant to be one with these folks. Not in your workplace, not in your neighborhood, not these friendship groups, whatever the fuck it may be. They weren't intended for that. Not even the relationship that you might have been in. It was like fun and games until you weren't in it no more and you just quietly took your energy on back because you have that pride in what the fuck you do and how you love, and it's coming from a more divine position than anybody could even fathom. It's not just the way I am, it's founded on something, and that which is raw, unadulterated truth, not to be marred. It is pretty fucking powerful, potent, and pure. You're sitting here with aces, baby. Aces. That people want to get close to. They really want to know more. They want to see more. They want you to create. They want to feel what you have to offer because they either didn't have the courage to actually step in that direction and do what wasn't done before. There was a sense of fear about it. There was a sense of trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's like, well, these are two naked, raw ass cards. The naked truth. And this is the way it's communicated in a way that people don't expect. And then this is the purity of it. But it's also a sense of no one's immune. When the truth comes out, it comes out. And they're like, nah, I can't really, can't get with that. I don't know. All right. And so in doing that, it was not just saying, I agree to disagree, but this is how I feel. It was almost a mockery of, as if you're odd man out or odd woman out. And it's like, if you knew what I knew, you wouldn't be saying these types of things, or you wouldn't be like, you're missing a point. Because if you were on the right track, there would be, and this is Scorpio speaking in their environment, if you were on the right track, there'd be no way you'd sit here with 3 of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups. No. Obviously, you're doing something wrong, but it's a popular falsehood that you're doing this in. And I'm the unpopular truth, but I'm successful, and I'm balanced, and I'm healthy, and I'm in moderation. I don't have to go above and beyond to defend the truth that defends itself. I just am. And that naturally just sets you apart. So they're always on the ass end trying to get closer to this energy that they have no access to. Why? Because while you were sitting there minding your own fucking business in this energy, just being, they were watching you just being and taking that information. And it's like almost trying to use it as a weapon. If you pronounce something good about something, they'll find a way to make it negative. So that it seemingly is, seeming like you can never win. But the thing is, you aren't playing when you do these things. You're in a position of power and truth, and you earned it. You earned it by going through every single dark night, every single transition, every single transmutation, all of the loss, all of the grief, all of the dark fucking nights. You dealt with those at a young age. Young. Where, like I said, the stuff of your life is the stuff of nightmares for many people. Just the contents of what you've been through. You're one of the few that have the capacity to actually go through it and not die in the process. Other people aren't that lucky. And so, like I said, there's a level of respect that is now given that you didn't have to command or demand or request. Your crown chakra's lit. Just with the pride though, you wear it. You don't have, there's no fucking communication cards here. None. Except for them. That's not even communicating to anyone else. There's no communication. There's just happenings and happenstances. And you're just residing in your energy, and people are seeking how to get closer to it. How to, and it's like, okay, well, not by conflict. If you don't know about my pedigree, if you don't know about my history, if you don't know what kind of cloth I'm cut from and what type of breed of person I am, Hades, Pluto, underworld type of energy, if you have no clue about that energy, it's best to not play around here. We don't play with this type of energy around here because we know it can go too far. And we're well beyond that. You're going to put yourself playing these types of games. You're going to put your own self on the ass end of the energy. You're going to put yourself in detriment. Look at all these energies. Do you see these types of energies now? Do you see them? Do you see them? Do you see the effect? Do you see how that feels? I haven't seen this many. I haven't seen, this many cards in these batch of readings that I've done. Somebody really fucked up, Scorpio. And the thing is, they're assuming, because they would retaliate, that you will. And you don't have to. Because they're tormenting themselves by having gone against the truth or gone against the depth or gone against the grain because of what's popular. Your lover may have done this and now they're on the ass end and really going through it. And they weren't really a love to you. They were a lover of the love that you possess, the depth that you can go. When they were only on the outskirts and only able to touch the tip of the iceberg, they could never fully allow you in, or you could never fully immerse them in either, because they would not be able to handle it. But there was games, there was manipulation. And I say manipulation only with the energy though, with like information. They're using information that you've given them or taught them and trying to give it to other people who don't know what to do with it or don't know how to respect it or don't know what they're looking at. And so the plans get skewed and the blueprint is all marred and fucked up because they never took it serious to begin with. But these are things that they're going to end up learning the hard way. And that's when they're like, Scorpio, Scorpio, wherefore art thou, Scorpio? Why are you a Scorpio? Not why is your name Scorpio? I mean, why is your name Scorpio? Like, they finding out. Like, why you gotta be a Scorpio? Why you gotta be that motherfucker to teach me this type of shit? This is not even just Pluto coming through. This is also Aries. This is, you have a companion sign here. Like, the wrath of Mars. And then you got Pluto back here chilling. It's like, you really don't want to take me back to my old ways. My ancient ruler will really handle you. You don't know what I'm made of. Not in the fullness of it. I'm giving you the grown up, mature version of me. That which is passionate, that which is full of love. And that's what you want now, because you, by default, have triggered in your own life an aspect, an after effect, because you're disrespecting my presence when I'm not around. It defends itself in truth. So if you tell the lie on Scorpio and they're not around, you get the instant karma of it. It's like a instant type of thing, but it's not inflicted by Scorpio themselves. And this is something very, very difficult for people to understand because of the truthful nature and the pure nature of it. It's like there's a natural protection, a bubble around this sign. They can be in some really negative shit if they're doing some really negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's equal and opposite. It's gonna, compensate. But when they're not up to anything malicious and they're not doing anything, and they're working in their higher energy, which, like I said, it's lit up like a Christmas tree up this motherfucker. We got the green of the heart chakra, very, very deep, deep green here. The heart chakra's coming out twice with the crystals, and then we have the root chakra. So what they believe in is what they stand on. They really love to their core, and they believe enough in that to have that pride and have that sense of dignity about what it is they're doing. You can't, that's a person who's unfuckwittable energetically. And somebody tried it. And your calm, comfortable nature is defending itself. The dirty work is happening because they're on the ass end of Pluto. They're on the wrong side of it because they tried to disrespect it. You disrespect death. You disrespect Pluto. You disrespect the underworld. And you will find out what dwells down there in a way that you didn't expect. I did not expect to deliver a message like this, but yeah. Scorpio. I can't, there's nothing to say. I can't tell you, call the dogs off. You ain't sick them. You know what I'm saying? It's like a person trespassing on your energy and doing something disrespectful and then getting their ass electrocuted or getting their ass bit. I mean, that's the way your energy is set up, and it safeguards itself. Wow. Peace be still. On that note, I'm going to go because this motherfucking, what I'm seeing is this. It's like the Fool. And it's like, then the Death card. It's like, this is what happens when, you don't heed the warning or you don't take it seriously. And it's nothing to be done about it now. It just is very it's not your fault. I say it like that. There's certain natural protections that come with each of the signs. For a certain amount of time. It depends on the intent. Sometimes it's indefinite. The protection is always there. But the intent in which an action was done on your part It depends on how much protection you have. It may only be for a short amount of time. It may be for an extended period of time, and it could also be indefinitely. So it does depend. But I really feel like here you were minding your own fucking business. And your business just, they can't penetrate your business. They can't get inside your business. They can't figure you out, or they can't prove you to be false. And so now you become topic of conversation, and therefore these three energies are really just ass. They're not in support of anything substantial. All them laughs and giggles and kicking it has now put this person on their ass, on their head. They're having all kinds of ailments, bodily issues. They really cannot wrap their mind around what the fuck is happening, and to the point of believing that something is being done to them, when really they're just reaping what they sow. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it here. I got to go. Sorry for them. Sorry, not sorry. Can't put sugar on shit and expect anybody to eat it. Like, we know the truth around here. All right. Y'all take care. I would say protect yourselves, but you're already doing that. It's a given. But yeah. Good luck with everything. You don't need luck. You don't need it. You don't fucking need it. Celebrate these aces though. You do have some newness coming in, some exciting things, some new ideas, some ventures, but also it's just a new way of doing you, of presenting yourself. I think you've been refreshed, or like I'm getting like steam in the face, some type of I don't know if it's a treatment or a spa or ocean, breeze, mist. That's the type of thing I'm getting. So it really is a refreshing type of feeling here. So you are resting assured for sure, but you're also being noticed in doing so. This Ace of Wands is somebody wants some attention from you. Be careful, because they also want to plant seeds. If you're not a child of childbearing years, they just like the practice part. Not to say that that's the only intent that they have, but I feel that they were at one point a non-believer. They kind of resemble those who have brought you not so great intentions, vocally or publicly even. They're similar too. So be careful with that, because they have, even if they aren't the ones who actually spoke out about you or anything like that, there's been something about you that has lingered in their mind from conversations they've overheard. So they're still carrying that with them, and you can pick up and you can sense this. They're carrying some kind of remnants that you may be triggered. You may be picking up on, and it may not even be their original thought, but it was something they've overheard in places they've been, conversations they've heard about you. So you'll know by what they're speaking on or what they may mention, and it'll click. It'll alarm you to something you've already experienced, or a situation that you've already encountered. Like I said, they're not a person who inflicted type of like damage, but they probably are coming near you with the heavy mind of having heard this and trying to see what the truth really is by encountering you. So they're really, in a way, they're trying to separate the gossip from the truth of you. They're trying to see for themselves what type of person you really are, because they're attracted to you. And they're like, well, if these things are true, then I wouldn't be attracted to this person. And so there must be something wrong with the information. So just be aware. Just be aware. Because you have this love for yourself and you have this passion about yourself. And someone is, trying to see if they can at least get on your level. They're trying. Their cup isn't as big, but they feel like if anybody could teach them how to grow this cup bigger, it would be you. They literally feel like the passion you have and the love that you have is God's gift. Like this shit is ethereal, like supernatural. Like ain't no way a person can love like that, can have passion like that, can really feel like that. And they haven't found it false yet. So they're really starting to see, okay, the talk about it, it just doesn't add up to what they know, the knowing that they have about who you are and the way you're presenting yourself. Because I feel like this person is guarded. Like they have a good judge of character too. Like they'll be able to suss out when somebody ain't on the up and up. Okay. That's it for now. All right, Scorpio. I will talk to you guys later. For real this time, I'm leaving. Okay? I'll see y'all later.